Yeah, okay. This is working, I guess. I just want to make sure that the stream info was right. Category is not right. That's why I wanted to see. Just chatting, I guess. We'll update it to just chatting. There we go. All right. So, what I'm doing today, at least for a little while, is I'm going to close this door. They didn't start barking until I hit record, so I don't know what the hell's going on with them. So, all right. Let's see here. Ooh, I got a notification. Oh, I got gifted a sub to Pestily. Well, thank you, Louis V Music. That was super cool. I'll have to go give them a follow as well. Anyway, so what we're doing right now is we're gonna get our flight stick right. It's messed up right now, and it's not good. So, my Reddit post should actually be one of the ones that I'm clicking on. All right. So I'm going to pull that over on to this screen so I can see it. One of the vendors gave me a suggestion of what I need to do and a how-to on how to do it. So we're going to try to do it. That's the idea, at least. What's happening is what's happening? Flight stick itself, I have mine mounted to a board here, so we have to undo that. But after a very short amount of time, when playing, it drifts up. So the y-axis is messed up, and it'll start drifting up, and it'll start getting worse and worse and worse the more it goes. So we're going to do the fix for it today. I should have gotten my drill, but alas, alack, we'll do it by hand. I have some notebook paper out here to help me see pieces and parts, because these get very small very quickly. I'm not so worried about the big screws that I have right here, or these washers, because these will just go right back in these holes, no problem. But I'll show you my actual little desk mounts too when we're done. It was inspired by my buddy Scuba and a few people on Reddit, so I overspent, but whatever. Okay, so HOTAS fight stick, at least. This is the NXT premium right. Y'all probably can't see that. I probably need to take away the background thing, or I guess I could just lay it here if you really want to see, but that's the flight stick premium grip, and then we have our modular flight control system there. So this is also the first time I'm using a 2-camera setup, so pardon me if it kind of gets weird. But anyway, sit here and chat with me. I'm going to try to take this apart. It looks like I need to get this camera up a little higher, so I'm going to do that real quick. Ooh. There we go. I wonder if I could get it up here. The dogs like to lay in here with me, so sometimes it gets a little messy. Let's see. Just get this right. This would be badass if I could make that work. Let's see if I can get that. Less screen, more stuff. That's not bad. That's a good workspace. Alright, that's not bad. Just pardon my bare feet. I'm going to sit here like this, and we're going to work on it this way. I didn't know what type of glue to get, so I got 2 different types. We'll read the labels in a minute. And we'll go from there. It has to be something to do with plastic. So my understanding is, now when you get this, it comes in parts anyway. So I had to assemble this together, and I did that on stream. So we will unassemble it. I have a go-to, or like a how-to, and I've got the original tools. I'm also going to be doing the. I might go ahead and put new springs on it. So we'll get started. I think I could have done like a service ticket for this. And it might have been a good idea to do that, but at the same time, I don't know where that would go, and it seems like a lot of people are doing this fix themselves. So I decided to go ahead and go for it. And I guess if I break it, since their rep told me to do it, maybe it'll still work. Who knows? So, anyway. To start off... Sorry, the mic's going to sound bad for a second. Start off, we'll do these 4 on the base. And we just got to get the flight stick. Well, we got to get the base off first, so that's where we'll start. It's amazing that the dogs hang in here every once in a while, but it still gets grody pretty quickly, so this will be a good clean also. I have a little bit of extra grease, but I was told not to grease it, so. This is wild having the second camera. This will not be a permanent fixture. Well, I guess it could be. I could turn my iPad into a second camera. If the NVIDIA broadcast worked a little better, I'd do it, but I like that XSplit pretty good. Alright, so that's the base off. Just going to put it back where it was. Now, we have this open, and a lot of the weight, this is much less weight now. I'm looking right now, you just replaced 2 springs, and they give you 4, which is cool. I wonder if I should do that now or later. Let's do that later. Let's do that after we decide what we're going to do. So, next up is we have to unplug the wires. Yeah, we're going to unplug the wires from there. I'm going to unplug the wire from here. Now, when I first got this, these wires were not plugged in. So, you know, we did all this here, which it's not, I'm not saying that that's like a fucking struggle boat or anything like that. It's just, that is how it ships. Well, it's a bit of a struggle boat, damn. Trying to show you as much as I can, but I'm also trying not to break the board, so. Or wouldn't that figure? You don't want to tug on the wires. There it goes. Okay, I got it. Because if the wires come out, then you're boned. So, alright. And then take it out of the guide, and then we've got that. So now what we have to do is we remove, there are 3 screws. I have them dead center of the camera right now. There are these 3 screws right in there. We have to remove those. So that's what I'll do next. We're talking right here in the middle. They're Allen head screws. So they're in the middle. That's part of the gimbal, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, I figure when we put it back together, it comes stock with 20-pound springs. When we put it back together, I'm going to put those 30s back on it because I've been wanting to try that anyway. So, don't lose those. That's why I put the white pieces of paper down. That's also a frightening thing to get lost in the bottom, but I found it. Okay. Then we remove. I believe next is remove. Okay, so when you put the grip in, it is hard. It is a difficult thing to get right. So it pulled out very easily. It was so hard to get in there, and it pulled right out, no problem. So I think this is a done deal. Like, we don't need this anymore for now. We'll put it back, of course, but that's later. So we'll set that off to the side, and then let's see what we got. I'm already feeling the grease. Next, using a number 1 Phillips head screwdriver, we're going to take out these 4 screws, and I'll hold this up. We're going to take out these 4 screws, 2, 3, 4, and get those. That's wrong. That's instantly wrong. I lied. We're going to take out these 4 screws. What fucking 4 screws am I looking at? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they have their board just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's these 4. Excuse me. 1. You know, it didn't say. Oh, take out the 4 screws. Okay, yeah, 4 screws. Detach the springs. So we're going to detach the springs anyway. So we may as well do it all. Okay, for reference, the outside 4. And now I don't know if this is all going to come out as one piece or not. So iPhone as a camera kind of works. It looks like it's not super smooth, but it looks like it kind of works. It has to work over Wi-Fi? I don't know if I love that. Alright, so we're going to set these off to this side, just so we can keep them separate from the other 4 screws that we just took out that are Allen heads that probably won't fit, but they'd probably thread in enough to make it dangerous. I'm going to tell you, I'm one of those people, though, that if I could just tinker with stuff all day, this is all I would do. Just tinker with stuff. I like how it doesn't tell you how to take the springs off. They're like, just detach them. Okay. Just like that, huh? Huh. I don't want to break them either. Is there a trick to that? Is that what this is for? Is that what this is for? No. Okay, I don't know what this is for. That'd be pretty badass if that was what that was for. Do something like this. No. I didn't look up how to detach the springs. Let's see if that's in the base manual. That doesn't exist. Okay. It's the quick installation guide. But the springs came in it. Okay. doubt it would be in this guide. So let's see. It says visit the site. Let's visit the site, shall we? Let's see. Oh, that guy has a special tool. I'm not sure that's fair. Well, that'd be nice. Alright, well that kind of gives me an idea, but... You don't think that's why they gave you, like, this? To, like... I mean, that absolutely works. Look. There's a little key ring with a little wire on it. That absolutely works, so... Whoops. Probably should remove the springs first, it looks like. Alright, well, now we know. Okay. Well, there's some 20-pound springs. So, what's nice is, they're only a few weeks old, but I have 4 more 20-pound springs in the bag here. So I'll put these loose, and that way I'll know that they're older. Okay. There's your 30s for later. That basically just came out. Alright. So... Alright, I want to make sure from this point on that we're keeping it oriented in a certain direction, so we're going to keep it oriented this way, which was this way. And we're just going to lay it down just like that. We're going to go back to our thing. Okay. Now we remove these 4 screws. I'm going to go ahead and push this off to the side. So now we're going to remove the 4 that I thought we were going to remove earlier. Keeping these close by so I can think about doing them earlier. So I'm going to keep them literally closer to my person. I always say stupid stuff like that because sometimes people wonder... I don't know, that's going to sound pretentious. People have asked, you know, hey, how come you think the way you think? And, or, you know, they don't know how to do a thing or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to do it either. I just try to think mechanically. And this type of thing is how I think about it. It's the whatever. Yeah, mine are basically new. Mine are less than 6 weeks old. And my y-axis is already messed up. So I've been told to expect that the magnet is not glued in properly. So we're gonna go do that. And we have to do pretty much a complete teardown just to do that. So I'm also gonna put the heavier springs. I didn't know you had this stick too. Do you like it? I love mine. And it is so much nicer than the T16000. But for what I paid for it, and to have to take it apart within the first 6 weeks, is disappointing, to say the least. But it's nice to have you here. I'm glad you're to check in on me. How's your boat? Like your ship, you know, in the BAM. Okay, we've done that. And pull the y-axis out. Okay? Alright, so it's got... Oh, shit. I might have just fucked up. It's got like a little wire harness, so I'm just going to lay that over there. I don't remember which way this was. I think it was like this. Yeah. So, is behind that... What are they telling me to do? Separate the two parts of the y-axis and try not to touch the grease. Okay, is this what they're asking me to do? No. I think they're asking me, there it is. There's the magnet. Okay. And then it says pull out the magnet. That's not magnetic enough. I've got another magnet right here. Oh, okay. I got it. So then how do I know? Oh, it truly isn't. It's not like... There's nothing on it. No glue or nothing. Huh. Okay. Well, we're going to put a little dot of glue on it and shove it back in there. So I got two types of glue. I got crazy glue and I got Gorilla Glue. I think I'm going to use the one with the precision tip. Actually, I lied. My wife went and got me this. She was very nice today and had some extra time. And I asked her to go get this for me so we could do this project. Now, I am just going to put a dab because it's fucking crazy glue. Like, so that should, I'd imagine, come on out. We're going to test it right here. Nothing's coming out. My luck, it'll all come out in the wrong spot. Is it just not open? Doesn't seem like it has one of those like things. I can see the air bubbles moving in it. Bonds skinned instantly. Come on, man. I'm trying to get the glue to run. These colors don't run, and neither does my glue. Well, that might be that might bust. What a shame. Okay. Well, fuck you. Let's try the other one then. That might just be garbage right off the bat. We've got the magnet out. We're getting ready to glue it back in. Then we'll put the 30-pound springs on and test. That's the idea, at least. So let's just hope that this has glue that runs. This already sounds better. Yeah, look at that. There we go. All right. So there's like definitely a dry side where you can tell somebody tried to glue this. It just didn't take. And I'm just going to do the tiniest little drop, and I'm going to try to get it back in without ruining my whole life. So I'm going to get a dab on it. Reinstall. It's pretty well reinstalled. And then really it should dry. I would think it would dry in the meantime while we're putting it all back together. So we're going to try to put it all back together now. I'm fairly confident in this little maneuver here that this is right. I'm going to kind of wipe my hands. I'm not worried about it. I just got the other one out. I probably could have done that, but it seems like I'd have to go get a really narrow. This was like a super fine precision tip on the end, and I'd have gone and gotten a really narrow something to squeeze down in it. I'm not worried about it. I might try it later. You know, that's why we got two. we got some glue in there, so that's the important part. All right, I'm pretty confident that this is right. That this, if I had to turn this upside down and put it this way, match my picture, this looks right. So we'll start putting it back together. So that's these 4 screws here. Plus, we get to put on the new springs. So I was recalibrating once every about 2 hours. And it would get to the point after about that amount of time that it was just unflyable. So that's why we're going to do this. If this doesn't work, I guess the Thrustmaster T16000M will win out and it'll come back into play while we wait for this to be fixed, because that's the only thing I could figure to do is send it off, because these are not cheap. I mean, it's $150 for one of these. You know, that's, I don't know, that's not chump change to me. So I'm willing to give this a try since the factory rep suggested we try it. But if this doesn't work, and I do understand that they have a really good right to repair policy, so the fact that I've opened this up and also they send it in 2 pieces, so it shouldn't front me none for that. Now we're going to star pattern as we tighten this up. You never want to tighten anything too much all at once. All right. And then let's think. I'm pretty sure I kept this the same way, which obviously is not true. It's this way. I did a terrible job doing what I said I was going to do. Okay, so then these 4, then springs, then joystick. Perfect. And these are still Phillips heads. I'm honestly going to be really surprised if this works. It didn't feel like that magnet was that loose. But I guess that's the benefit of the magnetic way to do this, is that it is really sensitive. So I don't know. I hope this works. Well, Supra, how's your expedition going? We're gonna hop on here in a little while. Once we get this back together, do some play testing. All right, there's those 4. And now I know how to do the springs like a champ, so that's nice. So 30-pound springs. So these should be real nice and hard. I kind of just wanted to feel what they would be like. Ooh. Drop that one in my lap. Sorry. Embarrassing. Alright, so I guess we'll do the same thing. We'll take and wrap this right here. I just have this like little piece of wire and this key ring, and here's the spring. So I'll take one loop of the spring, I'll put it over the hook, and I'll pull this while holding the gimbal. I'll pull it over the other side of the hook. I guess that's the idea. Yeah, man. Nice. Nice. Little victories, man. Little victories. If nothing else, we've outsmarted the spring tonight. So, famous last words. I've had my fair share of run-ins with springs, so nice. Okay, that makes me happy, happy, happy. With this, when you put these together, oh really? I'm about 42. I'm about 42,000 light years away, and I've yet to hit my first DSSA. Oh yeah, you got a little bit of time, unless you're at work. Yeah, I've been awake since, well, the dog got me up at 4:30 a.m., but I went back to sleep for a little while. But we get up at 6, and I'll go to bed around 10, 11 most nights. So they like you to use this heat shrink to get this thing through. But now I don't remember how I did that the first time. So what I'm trying to do is protect this wire, and they want you to feed it into this heat shrink. And from the factory, that works real good. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it went this time. And it's just to protect that wire. It's so that when you do this, that it has something to put down into that hole. So we're going to get that all lined up. That looks good right there. So that lines up, and it pushes it through, but it helps you not do that to the wire. So then you can kind of pull. There you go. Get all that lined up. And then you got to really push that thing. So I'm going to take that wire out and do this. Why, man, I have to ask why you wouldn't sell your data. If you don't push it pretty good, it'll never line up with the screws. So you got to really give it a good push. You can see I'm pushing right now. That's a lot of weight that I'm trying to push down. So my iPhone camera seems to not be super happy. That's okay. Alright, so now we've got these 3 little screws that we're going to use. We're going to move this magnet out of the way. We don't really need those right now. We have our 3 little black screws right here that use the special tool. I'm going to do this kind of off camera, kind of over here. Yeah, why wouldn't you sell your data? I'm just curious. It's no judgment here. I'm just wondering. But yeah, it's about 7. I guess it'd be 741 here. Is it 641 or 741 here? 7. Oh wow. Okay. I don't know. It was that late. I had a much later start than I thought I was going to get on this. Okay, so that's just hard to do on the camera. So I'm pretty sure we got that screwed in. See, the thing is, there's threads on the base and there's threads on the stick that I'm threading into. So there's a chance that you think you got it tight, but then the stick just wasn't close enough to get it. So I'm going to give it a little tug. That looks good. I don't want to give it a huge tug, but yeah, that looks good. And the Z-axis works. So then you refeed these wires. So they have like a little channel in there that you refeed them down into, so that they have a nice little place to be. Actually, I might redo that. Let's put this one over here. I'm going to put this one here because it goes over here. Get him plugged in how he's supposed to get in and get his little wires in. And I'll put this one right here. so it's a little cleaner. And that just goes in how it came out. That's 3 pins on that one, so we don't want to get them all messed up. Push that all together and hope for the best. Hope we didn't break anything. Our little guide came off again. So I'm going to kind of wiggle it around. Oh. There's a noise now. Oh, they might have taken a percentage of the money, but I would worry that I'd lose it, man. I'm worried I'm going to die. Oh, when I turn it back the correct side up, the noise goes away. All right, so that's good. All right, cool. Yeah, they probably would take a little bit of your money. I'm not going to deny that. So we've got our base back on. I'm going to attach the base right here off the screen, just because putting it on here would be detrimental to everyone's health, I believe. I'm still going to install them in the star pattern, just like you should do your wheels on your car and everything, and not tighten anything down until they're all in. But yeah, so that's it depends on the owner of those. I thought since they were DSSA that they wouldn't take any extra percentage, because they're kind of there out of the kindness of other commanders' hearts. They basically get leased out by the game owners, by Frontier, but they could potentially do that. They could make money. So I'm not going to say that you're wrong in that one, but I would have just done it. Just me, I would have done it for safety, because if I don't make it back, it doesn't count. So I want to make sure that it counts. It is kind of a shame these screws don't quite flush down. They're close, they're not quite down. In fact, I bet you can see that in the thing. Anyway, and I said I was going to show you what I use for my base. So I have these that I got from the hardware store. I made mounts this way, and they have the little thread that you can thread on and off with the teeth. They are heavy duty as fuck. They are overkill for this job. But that is what I could find. So I have one for the throttle and one for the flight stick. So they are removable relatively easily. That was my biggest thing that I wanted to make sure I could do, was remove them easily, and I can. So try to cut screws back on. But then I made the spacers and plates just out of wood out in the workshop. We will obviously have to recalibrate real quick. And once we recalibrate, we'll fire up Elite and see how the night goes. So after we recalibrate, I'm going to take a couple minutes to reset the stream up, because I'm crowded with shit right now. So we'll do that, and then we'll come back. Okay. Happy, happy, happy. Clean up our tools. Alright, I'm not going to let this go far. I'm going to set this on my side desk. Because I got a bad feeling. Well, I'll put it up. It just goes right here. So, alright. We'll put that up in a minute. But then, yeah, I have the same one. For my throttle. And I just keep it right here. And I just screw it on when I'm wanting to use it. So it's substantially heavier than the actual game equipment. So that's not that's nice. These are cast iron. so they're really heavy. But you know, they work. They do the job. So all right, let's plug it in. Calibrate. Okay. Far extreme, far extreme, far extreme, far extreme. Twist, twist. And then you also got to do the analog stick. Okay. And then B button. And that's done. So that's calibrated. Man. Let's make some adjustments on the OBS here. So you can see it. So desk's a little dirty, but cable management isn't too bad until you get over to the corner. But that's kind of how mine sit, like this, and then like this. So I typically don't have all this stuff. That's a lie. I always have that stuff. Yep, it just looks terrible on camera. So anyway, we'll be right back. We'll see you in a second, and we'll get the stream reset up, and we'll fire up Elite and see what happens. So let's do that. Alright, so we're on HOTUS. Sorry, I was talking to you about cable management a second ago, and Mike was muted. Okay, so there we go, right? No drift, I would say. Ooh, and that 30 feels good. 30 feels real good. Nice, everything works. I see light from somewhere. Oh, it's from here. Okay. Oh no. Let's see, I'm gonna change one thing real quick. Let's see. Oh, I guess I can't. Huh. Let's do it this way then. I'm starting to think that my fucking computer restarted and didn't tell me. Which is fine. It's just uncommon. Alright. Well, then, let's see. That's a lot of jumps for tonight. I might not make it. But see, I've only made it this far. I've still got a ways to go. But let's fly for a little while and see if I start noticing the drift. That's the best thing we can do. So, we're back in the Elite Dangerous, and so here we go. We've just reassembled the Gladiator NXT Premium Flight Stick with now 30-pound
Frameshift drive charging.
Springs. They don't feel much different, but enough.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
But we just did the magnet. Well, I don't want to call it a mod, but the magnet fix, where I was having issues with y-axis drift. It would drift up. So now we are ready to go for this. What I don't like about the 30-pound springs, and I'm going to say it right now, I like how when I'm doing this, it snaps real nice, right? But your Z feels weak now.
Frameshift drive charging.
I did too originally. I ran those 20. Those are 20 pounds that come on it, and they send you the 30 and the 10s. I'm just now for the first time feeling the 30s. They feel good on your pitch and roll, but your yaw, your Z-axis twist, that does not feel very good, and I don't think they change it. Yeah, I left mine stock originally, but I figured while I had it open, I might as well try. So. Very good, very good. I think this right here is what kills me. Or this is when I start noticing the issues. Is after some FSS scans, it'll start making my pitch go up. Ooh. I'm gonna go check that one out. Nope, not yet though. 30s feel pretty good. I'm not sure I love them. They feel pretty good. I haven't even been checking out any planets or orbital bodies unless they have 3 or more biologicals. So, I found that one just now that I'm going to go look at because it had 3. But, kind of wanted to play some Escapes from Tarkov tonight too, but I don't know if I'll get into that. And I told Commander Sparrow that we might do some Sea of Thieves in preparation for the big stuff coming up on that, but this unfortunately did take precedent because I wanted to get this thing fixed. So not a bad looking marble. Have you been having any good luck on like Earth likes or anything like that? That last one must be right behind the star. Yep, our last two. Alright, let's go find those. And then we'll go look at our biologicals. I haven't had... I think I have found maybe one Earth-like. Maybe. I found a few water worlds. But I haven't been very successful on mine yet. I found some cool biological stuff.
System scan complete.
That's nice. White dwarfs are nice. Oh, that has 3 biologicals also. Interesting. Let's go visit number 1 first, and then we'll go over there. Yeah, some white dwarfs would be nice. I have a couple of those. It may have given me discovery for a neutron. I don't think I deserved it, though. What kind of throttle do you use? Just curious. Yeah, my eyes aren't going to play for a long time tonight. I can feel that already. Feels good. It's flying straight. I got to play it for at least an hour before it'll start, so. Woe is me. I don't know, I say that. The 30 pounds almost hurt my wrist. Oh, and how do you feel about the damn, they've added, engineering for your, DSS scanner. That's nice. That's nice. You got a lot more than I do so far then. Yeah, they now there's engineering on the damn DSS. And I'm like, damn, we're out here in nowhere land, you know. Just trying to make our way. Two probes? Okay. So this would be a little orbital body. Very nice. Nice, man. I really want to do that. I want to do it with my to start to see if I like it. I want to do it with the T16000 just to see if I like the dual sticks. But I think that I would if I got it set up right. It makes sense. I'm using that Thrustmaster. You know, ooh, concha. Yeah, let's go find that concha. I don't know, the dark side. Is this an orbital body? I don't mean orbital body, but does it have rotation? Okay, it does have rotation. Alright. Hell, this might be a pretty one. Let's try to get something in the daylight. I don't like landing on the dark sides. This one looks fairly pretty. Wow.
Orbital flight engaged.
Alright, we're gonna aim for that right there. That's a nice setup though, bro. That's a super nice setup. I'd like to do that one day, I think, but I haven't done it yet. I like it when you find them and they have the caps like that. Yeah, it's for sure. This might be the prettiest one I've been on. What the hell? Like, there's a lot of variety. Yeah, look at that. There's, like, stuff. I like to use the night vision. I think it helps me find the biologicals. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it feels like it works. This is a rad planet. Look at those spires. Wow. Oh, my buttons all seem to work, so that's nice.
Gear deployed.
Very nice. I mean, I'll take that. Time for our frames to drop. Woohoo!
Low gravity warning.
Yeah, those spires are pretty rad. Definitely could have used that engineering though before. I agree. I couldn't believe when I read that. I was, man, this is crazy. I think we got to get down in the belly of the beast here. Up. I'm not even sure this is what I wanted. Oh, and I've found these before. I'm almost confident I've found these before. $50,000. Wow. Okay. Maybe I haven't. I mean, that is probably the most accurate name for that they could have come up with. If I'm honest. In the SRV or in the ship? Yeah, it's NA. I think it just because, like, the priority, it's not applicable. They don't, you can't reassign the fuel tank priority. It would always take the same priority as any other time. If that makes sense. Oh, wild. Okay, yeah. We found some. Holy moly. There's no way they're going to let me take these as another one. It'd be nice if they did, but they're just going to say genetic diversity is not enough. Oh, they will. Cool. Yeah, I guess we all understand why this is called what it's called. So, I won't go into details, but I think if I were to find this on an alien world, I'd be unhappy. I'd say, you know, that's weird, and I don't trust it. Let's go! Let's go find one more. Yeah, in the SRV. It does, but I think we figured out why. Yeah, the YouTube chat is dramatically behind the Twitch chat, so if I take a while to answer you, I'm sorry. It is not intentional. Nah, I think it's because you can't reprioritize it. Alright, let's get back to our ship. I'm not interested in the other stuff, so... I kind of want to go fly out to the spires and then take off.
Drive assist on.
No, no worries. Yeah, I wasn't complaining that it was behind. I was just letting you know why if I was slow.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, wow. I think the Stellar Forge figured this one out. Wow. Yeah, that's fine. No worries. Whatever you need to do. Yeah, I'm running on both at the same time, though. Alright. Get our tiny... We built ships that can jump over 60 light years for one jump. And I'm jumping 8. I'm doing that slow jump. Yeah, hopefully I can fix that crazy thing. It's weird. So let's see. In another 45 minutes or so, we'll kind of get an idea of if this all worked or not. So feels good right now. Oh. Ah, shit. I forgot to do my market connector. I'm gonna have to log back on, log back off, and log back on. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I gotta do it. Shit. Quit the desktop. So the ED market connector is how we're tracking all of our discoveries and stuff. And if I don't have it running, then it doesn't track it for us. So that way we don't know until much later. So I have it up now. It's only one system. So okay, you know, whatever. That just sucks because I mean, it'll still count towards everything. It'll probably fill in later, but if you don't run it, then it doesn't know what you're doing. It doesn't keep up with what you're doing. So not as easily, at least. Sorry about that. I guess. I mean, I don't know. Here we go. All right, continue. XCal. We're all flying together in the expedition. We're all flying together in the same private group, so. All right, here we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Still good though. Still holding strong on the joystick.
Engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
You know, this is becoming a very CPU heavy game. I can tell by my CPU percentage. Like, this takes like nearly 7 to 10%. I can run Tarkov and a few like Rust and stuff like that, and it's like 1 or 2. It's pretty wild. So 14 bodies, 17 signals, which likely means that we've got some just like, you know, asteroids and shit out there. I typically won't go after just 2 biologicals. But it's always good to keep an eye out on the signals. Make sure you catch all of those. Because if you can't kind of account for them, a lot of times that can mean there's some extra stuff that you're missing, like Lagrange clouds and just weird shit. But there you go. There's a completely black planet. Geological 3. And here's... Oh, weird. Okay. Yeah, the belt clusters. That's a signal that doesn't count as an orbital body. So sometimes you think you have something cool, and it's just belt clusters. The rest of them are behind the star. Alright. Get a little scoopy scoop. Yeah, you got a scoop scoop. My orbital lines? Okay, there we go. Yeah, dead last. And I am dual streaming. There she is.
System scan complete.
Very nice. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, we gotta replot it. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I was wondering. That was weird. Commander, dead last at your service. Yeah. Oh, what up? Thanks for the follow. I thought you already were. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Right, I was just getting ready to type in the chat so you could see the name, and then there you were. So no problems. Thanks for that, man.
System scan complete.
Easy.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I tried to grab most everybody, but I know I missed some too, so I'll double check, make sure I'm on you. In fact, I'll do that
3, 2,
right now.
1.
You and I might as well be, you know, explore kindred spirits. Now, I would assume not when not when that came out.
It's weird to talk about creativity.
We got you now.
And
Like I said, sometimes it's tough to get everybody. And now he's online too. Holy moly.
System scan complete.
I've done it. Got that big honk.
Fuel scooping complete.
But yeah, I know I'm doing this the hard way as far as this goes, but I feel you, man. I feel you. I do. I was getting good staying up 10, 11 o'clock. And I know I just waking up so early, it's just hard to do now. But I figure if I can do this 1 to 2 hours every night, and then a little bit on the weekends, then I'll get there. You know, I'm in no rush to get to the end. Play it safe, get lots of cool discoveries, get lots of lame discoveries too.
System scan complete.
You know, Do what you can do. I feel like eventually I'll find something really cool. Even if I can just find one. The worst part was, for us, Tuvan and I went out, and Scuba, went out to a really, really cool system. And, like 70 orbital bodies, or 68 orbital bodies, or something like that. And we went through and we were going to detail surface scan, and we were going to do the whole kit and caboodle. And there was a Lagrange cloud in there. And it was the first weekend Odyssey was out, and the Lagrange clouds weren't working. So all we saw were the crystals out there, but we didn't see the cool, like, aura. Oh man, I was a little upset when I realized that. I was like, well, okay, whatever. We didn't find out till later that they weren't working properly in Odyssey. But on this expedition, I haven't found anything like dramatically cool. So. Nope, me neither. But it's early days, and I hear you find more of that stuff towards the middle. So hopefully that's true, and as we all get closer to the middle, we'll find cooler and cooler stuff. Anybody that's just tuning in, I see some numbers changing around. I just spent, 40 minutes or so doing new springs in the joystick and doing, or in the flight stick. Oh, so yeah, you're on a good route, though. That's awesome. And I also did the magnet mod, because I was having problems with my Y pitch. My Y axis was pitching up after about an hour of flight. And I would recalibrate, and it would do it again. And I would recalibrate, and it would do it again. And after about 2 hours, it was almost unusable. It was pulling up, just not touching it, it would just pull up so dramatically. So I looked it up, and I fortunately, thanks to a Reddit post that I made, was able to talk to a factory rep. And they said, hey, do this. And they suggested going in, and I guess there's a batch of them, and mine's included, that the magnet, the Y-axis magnet, was not necessarily in it good enough, and it would kind of move. And even if it spins, it can change kind of how it's working. So they said just put a dab of glue on it, glue it in, and that should fix it. So I decided to give it a shot, since they even recommended it. And if not, I'm going to do a service ticket and I'll have to send it back. But I know Supra knows that, but there's some other people in here. So right now, we're playing for an hour or so, trying to get it to do it. And I also replaced the springs, like I said, with a 30 pounds instead of 20 pounds. But let's go find you.
Frameshift drive charging.
Are you in the playing in the player group? I mean, that's holding really steady right now, and that little movement right there is supposed to happen. Okay, cool. So technically, I should be able to see you. Maybe that's what. Maybe we're friends in game. Maybe that's what we're thinking about. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. Let's see if we can just see you. You over there? Yep. That was easy. Yeah, you've made it far. Wow. So if we started... Damn. Oh, and you're way up. We started in the bubble. I'm over here, and I've only made it from there to there. Why is there two? Oh, it's my highlighted one and where I am. I've only made it there to there. In the bubble. You've made it a good ways. Are you sitting really high in the galactic plane right now, too? You are. Cool. So you're making some wild discoveries out here. Really. I started really high in the galactic plane and came down. And then I'm going to come back up eventually when I get all the way to the bottom. Yeah, you're out here, man. Ooh. Shit. Are you short jumping like me? You can't be short jumping like me. And your ship blew up. You had to start over. Jeez, bud. I've made it. Well, I made it. So we. All right. Let's compare that. Yeah. No. That to there is not much different than that to my starting point. We had very equidistance, and you're all the way up here, and I've made it like that far. That's impressive, my friend. That's impressive. I'm proud of you. That's incredible. Don't charge. I haven't honked this one yet. That's crazy. What kind? Are you doing full big jumps, or are you doing small jumps? Just curious. No judgment either way. You know. I think every commander gets to make that decision on their own how they want to jump. And we built ships that go 60 to 70 light years apiece. So so that's my dad texted me. Yesterday was his birthday, and it was obviously Father's Day here in America, and he turned 65. Well, long story short, my car, my day-to-day ride is having some transmission issues. The mechanic is super backed up. It's been a week I have been without a car, so I've been trying to work from home some, but it just comes down to it. I needed to borrow a car. So I asked him, because he's got a bunch of cars. Between him and my mom, you know, and his wagon is also in the shop for some other issue. Mom's cars, she's thinking about selling one, so she did. I said, okay, you know, no harm, no foul. We have a second vehicle here at the house, but it's my wife's, and you know, she needs her car too. So he called around, and he got my grandmother. She has my granddaddy's old truck from before he died, and she let me borrow that thing, and he's been adamant about the oil in it, which is wild, and I've checked it and all that, so it's no big deal. But he's just like, did you check the oil? Did you check the oil? The funny part of the story is I didn't realize it until I was coming home. The wife pointed it out because she was following me. She was like, that license plate's hilarious. I was like, oh God, what is it? I'm sitting there, I'm running around with a license plate that says Nani G on it. And I was like, damn it, man. Oh well. No, I wasn't paying attention.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, so yeah, you're going all out. Right on. I did jet cone from the start, where we all got together and started. I jet coned out to my first system, and I'm doing economical route the whole way. So that's why I'm only jumping 6.86. So my current light year range is 65. My unladen's nearly 70, 69 and a half. But I mean, I don't have anything. Like, I've got nothing. I can make limpids. And I brought repair limpids, our controller, and I can make my own limpids. And I brought 2 SRVs. And that's it. But yeah, I forgot that you were rescued. He's still texting me. I better text him back. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Sorry about that. There she is.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
I'm gonna do it to myself again, aren't I? Man, you don't fly for a week and I completely forget. Sun is hot. Star is hot.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, if I keep on this route, I bet I will have thousands and thousands and thousands of systems before I get to where I'm going. I might take till October, which is fine with me.
System scan complete.
I have plans basically for the summer to get this done in the 4 months that this is going to take. You know, but also keep my sanity. You know, play a little bit of Tarkov, play a little bit of some other stuff with some friends, play a little Sea of Thieves.
Fuel scooping.
And then aside from that, now this is just going to be the grind this out. I've been thinking about not streaming the entire. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I didn't know it could do that. Do you have a plug-in?
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, I'm just gonna go slow and methodically, just make my way. Like this right here, plotting out 45 jumps. I never do this. I'm normally plotting out 9 to 12 per night and just doing that. And then eventually I'll get to where I'm going. It's a okay. Yeah, I had just a standard EDMC, so I didn't know which one to use. The Canon plugin. That's nice. Do you have any issues with those plugins or anything? I've heard some people do. I obviously haven't used any of them. I guess that's not obvious. I haven't used any of them. But I'd like to figure out some good ones. But I've read that sometimes the plugins can give you some issues where the base app doesn't. So.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
I thought I felt the drift. But I think we're okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I hope this works. I hope that... I mean, it seems like everything's working, all the buttons work and all that, so...
4,
I hope that whatever I did took care of it. There's a Spanch router on it? Whoa! Okay. I might look into that. Very nice. I like Spanch router a lot, so... To have that as a plug-in on something I'm already running would be very beneficial. So it looks like they did do a little bit of fixing on this. They said they did. It's still not quite right. The bloom is still too heavy. But it's looking a little better on the DSS. It seems like it's rendering the planets a little better. I don't know, the whole Odyssey release irked me a little bit, and I know why. It's just because everything right now seems to be kind of fucked. Like, you want a graphics card? Fuck you. You want, you know, a hyped up add-on to a game? Fuck you. You want a game that you've wanted for, or like, not me necessarily, but like, think about the Cyberpunk release. Like, it was just fucking botched. And it was like nobody could say why that happened. Well, it's because you lied to us and you put it out. And I felt a little bit of the same way about the Odyssey release, but... Oh, that makes sense too. But you can have it running. Is that kind of, that's how it kind of works, right? I'm asking, I don't know. Like, and I'm not bitter about things not being available or anything like that. I can understand. It just seems like it adds up on somebody, and I'm in distribution, so like it's part of my day-to-day life. Is people are like, "Where is this stuff? Where's this stuff?" And I just have to tell them. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like it's not there, and they're not telling me when it's going to be there. And I just wish more people would be a little more upfront and what's going on and tell you. You know, that's just always disappointing when you feel like you got to pry it out of somebody. And I feel like I do that all day for my day job, so. I have to, yeah. I plot, like I said, normally I plot between 6 and 12 systems per night. That's kind of a pretty one. I'm on this current route of 45 to try to get myself a little bit back on my main route that I wanted to be on, and I won't make it all tonight anyway. So, yeah, I've been manually plotting, but I do. But to get here, I did Spanch, you know. Okay, all right. Let's hold on. Let's see. Oh, I wish it would render the rings. It pisses me off that it doesn't do that anymore. Let's see what we're doing. Let me finish this scan and we'll do it. 4 more bodies. No, they're behind the star anyway, it looks like. No, we're not. Where are they? They've got to be behind the star then. I'll go look in a second. Alright, let's do your thing. Alright, galaxy map. What do you tell me? Zoom out in the galaxy map and choose a star. Okay. Maybe not that far. Oh, yeah, same as me. I'm just coming over here and I'm saying, okay, like I what I've done is I've given myself like this square, right? I don't want to leave that square. And so I've plotted myself like inside of this square, I've plotted myself stuff to go to that's on the way to my end thing. So those are just bookmarks to keep me in the square. And everything else, yeah, I just zoom out, click a scar, go to it. That's exactly the same thing I'm doing. I thought you were going to show me like a magic trick, like pick a card, any card. I was like, all right, man, this could be fun.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yikes. It'll be tough running to play here in a couple weeks. I'll have to get back to brush hogging soon, but it's all right. We'll make the time. Very good. See, look, now it's a good thing you flew today. I'm sitting out here in Icy Body Worlds, and you're out there making money now.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
Nine bodies, 9 signals. Damn, they're all right here. And it kind of looks like they're fixing the icy bodies. Like, I kind of feel like we need to go land on one of these. Like, they're starting to look pretty good.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
Well, cool. Now that we're all cleaned up, resprung, recalibrated, it seems like it's working really, really well. I'm pleased. It feels like it's doing what it's supposed to do.
System scan complete.
Wonderful.
Frameshift drive charging. Four,
3, 2, 1. Just checking the Discord here. Don't see anything from Commander Sparrow, so I guess something came up for them. They're like in Malaysia or something though, aren't they? So I understand if that didn't work out. I hope we do get to set sail soon. I know that they want to get their sea legs going, so I just didn't want the night to run up on me. I think I'm going to scan this system, and then I am going to log off of this thing. That's a pretty good stream, nearly 2 hours. And we made some repairs, we discovered some systems, and I didn't get too tired to talk. So I got a couple things I need to do. I need to go collect my shit from Tarkov where I left, and I might run a scav mission on there and die. I haven't been able to get out recently. I might not even do that, though. I might just wait to sign in and get my shit and get out. Man, I'm not even finding any biologicals out here. Not even like singles. Okay.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. System scan complete.
Let's make this last jump. In fact, really, I need to stay on about 10 more minutes. But I'm just getting sleepy. I mean, I've made 13 jumps tonight. That's more than I typically do in a night. But I normally find better planets, so...
3, 2, 1.
And now that we're hitting a stride on this will knock that magnet out of place really quickly. If it's going to get knocked out of place. This is always when it tends to start happening. So, maybe it's worth staying in just a couple more minutes and get a few more FSS scans.
System scan complete.
Very nice. Let's get out of here.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Kind of jostling it around intentionally. It's pretty good.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Man, I hope that worked. Long term, long term. Bowie good, Bowie good. Alright. Let's do this last one with 10 bodies in it. It's got some different ones. Some ones we don't normally see. Maybe we can find one to land on. Kind of a good one. Think I can land on that? Might be too heavy on the atmospheres. We'll try. 6? Yeah, maybe we can land on 6.
Fuel scooping.
Well, where's my buddy?
Fuel scooping complete.
I didn't go far enough. Gotta keep moving. Gotta keep on moving. Just a little bit farther now. Well, Omar, you're gonna be disappointed. We're almost done in here. I was telling him we're gonna be disappointed. We're almost done in here.
Come here, girl. Yeah, leave him alone. He's their boy.
System scan complete.
Let's find a good one to land on. Oh, there are none. Well, shit. Keep moving to the next one then, I guess. We'll try for one more, and if this doesn't work, we'll just float in space.
Frameshift drive charging.
Did you have any success, Supra, pulling your logs? I didn't know really what to do with that, so I just did the like screenshot with the discovered worlds kind of thing, because I had none before we started. So I don't really know how to do that. So I was curious if you had any luck or not. So you were able to pull them from EDSM pretty easily. I just didn't know how to do it. I was sitting on the work computer, trying to figure it out. Like, man, I can't do this at work right now. So I sent him the screenshot. He said it would be acceptable, but I wasn't quite sure how to do that. So before we have to do it again, I'll figure it out. But I was just curious if you had any luck with that. Like, it feels like I've done some things really well. Or not really well, but I've learned certain things in that site really well. And then other things just escape me. I'm like, how the fuck do you do that? Still can't. No landables. Oh, cool. That'd be cool. You might want to see if anybody else wants to do that too, because I couldn't quite figure it out. But. And mine probably wouldn't take long to download, considering I've only had the EDSM since like April. So, thanks though.
4, 3, 2, 1.
When my wife and I first started dating, I had 2 dogs and she had 1. Now, one of mine has passed away since, but my oldest dog is still here, and her guy is still around. And Omar, when I'm playing, he's the only one that likes to come in here when I'm playing. All the rest of them, for some reason, avoid it. We still have 3 dogs. We got a puppy last year. But they all seem to avoid it when I'm playing. But he likes to come in here and he sleeps, and he just is the best little, companion for... Especially for this game. He'll just sit here with me. He'll come by every once in a while, say hi, and then go lay back down. Real easy guy. And I don't know what it is that it seems like he's the one that can relax with me doing this, and the other ones can't. What is that supposedly rotating around? Like, why does that have an orbit? Did you see that? He's a good little guy, though. He's the littlest dog I'd ever owned. He's become quite the good buddy. My oldest dog, he'll come in here sometimes, but He just doesn't like it when I play video games, and I don't know what it is. I don't, you know, he just seems like he doesn't like it. I don't know if because he thinks that I'm ignoring him or what, but. Oh my gosh. 19 bodies, 24 signals. I bet there's a belt cluster though is all it is. Yeah, because yeah. There's 5 belt clusters. Damn belt clusters. They always get my hopes up for something cool. Looks like we'll be ending this night flying in space. Doesn't look like there's many landables. It's nothing worth landing for. So then we'll pick up on this maybe tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. We'll be playing Sea of Thieves. I may not stream that because there will be heavy spoilers. So, alright, let's just verify there's nothing to land. Oh, no, there's a few of them I can land on. Okay. I can land on all those. I can land on any of these. I don't have any atmosphere, though, I don't think. It'd be cool to land on this one. Let's get out there. Let's land out there. Just to get near with one of the rings. Oh, and it's only 1,000 light seconds away, so that's nothing. I've already gotten tired. Alright, so we're sitting at about an hour since the repair, and typically this is when my drift would start. So, seems to be holding good for now. I'll probably check it tomorrow, and I'll definitely check it Thursday. Wednesday seems like it's out of the question. But, hopefully this works. I'll definitely check in. If anybody that was watching wants to know, so... It's kind of a long video for a repair, but here we are. I think it worked. So let's get landed on this planet and we'll get logged out. We're gonna do a little bit of flare here. Just fly, just investigating the entire system. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time in this system. That's what Scottish Sparrow taught me, is that, you know, you didn't... That's not a loop of shame, that's just flare. Damn! What are you, just filtering by white? It'd be a good way to do it. Ooh, this planet's moving. Pass it again. Going way too fast. Let's get out in front of it. It might come back around to me if I'm not careful. I guess this is actually likely a moon, isn't it? Yeah. No atmosphere, but looks pretty good.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, no. No. Buddy Rowe, no. Tell me you survived. Tell me you survived. As in you only took 1%? That's fine. That's no big deal. Oh, yeah, this is fucking beautiful. Good job, game. I think they are putting some work into the Stellar Forge. This is gorgeous. Now, that planet's supposed to have rings. Am I not correct? So am I on the wrong side? I'm looking at a different planet? Where's this light source? Truly, I hope you're saying that you only took 1% damage. Also, truly, where is this light source? Is that it?
Frameshift drive charging.
Nah, okay, so you're good. I'm glad you're okay. That fucking sucks. That's scary.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, I guess it does have rings. I just couldn't see them from where I was. Okay. Oh, no. Well, now I'm on the dark side, so that sucks. No, don't abort the glide. Fuck. That sucks. Alright, let's get landed. I'm still wondering where the fuck the light source is coming from, but I guess it's there. Unsuitable terrain. Come on. Alright, let's take a step out. Just for the sake of doing it, and then we'll get back in the ship and we'll log out. Thank you, Commanders. Just can't quite see the rings. How sad. Oh well. Good looking planet. I mean, they did a good job. And look. Ah, my feet prints. Dancing.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
Nice. Well, thanks for tuning in. Glad we got to do that. Supra, if you ever need to know how to do that, now you know how to do that. So, anyway, we'll see everybody soon. We'll be streaming more this week. I don't know which days. I don't know if I should stream the new Sea of Thieves before everybody gets to play it. So, we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, thank you, and we'll see you soon. And that's all for now. Adios.